Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready?
Welcome back, everybody, to Perfect Plex Talk YouTube. That's right, people, your weekly WWE review show, people, right here on YouTube, brought to you by the BDSIR Radio Network. So you know what? I've been doing these videos now for quite some time, but now I started to come do them a little bit more frequently. And people saying, Mike Knoxxx. Yes, for those who didn't know, that is my name. However, I spell it with 3 X's because I'm hardcore. But people say, Mike Knoxxx, what does BDSIR stand for? Well, simply put, the best damn shows in radio, people. You can find us each and every single day on your local podcast, wherever they are sold, download it for free, or simply just visit BDSIR Network.com, people. But Monday Night Raw is quickly past fast lanes, going down the road to WrestleMania. And what do we get to open up the program last night? We get the return of Randall Keith Orton. People, that's right. Randy Orton is back. You know that from being at Fast Lanes. He came out to try to attack Seth Rollins. Seth got away. However, he comes out to the ring. He's here. He's calling out Seth. But lo and behold, what do we get? We get the Authority, people. That's right. What else did you expect to happen if he called out Seth? You thought Seth was going to come out and face Randy one-on-one or face-to-face the way Sting did towards Triple H? Not at all. That's not his character. However, the Authority does come out. They sit in the ring. Triple H looks all mad. Maybe because what happened with Sting, or maybe because, frankly, he's tired of Randy Orton and Seth Rollins' shenanigans. We don't know that story yet. However, Steph tries to convince Randy that, you know, Seth is the future, you are the face, and how come we cannot coexist? Listen here. Let's try to have a business meeting in the back and think. Listen here, Randy. Don't act like you care for these fans, because you don't. Your whole career has been about what's best for Randy. So let's continue to do what's best for Randy. And that's put money in your pockets and championship belts around your waist. Future versus the face, we shall see. The business meeting will take place later in the show. But for all the complaints, and trust me, Raw does deserve a lot of complaints lately, and hashtag I am WWE guy, hashtag I am the ultimate optimistic person when it comes to the WWE product. What a opening match, people. We were privileged to see the best in the business today, heel Ziggler, take on BNB. Not Wade Barrett, Booker T. I have that problem sometimes, so I just want to call him Wade because that was his name, was Wade Bad. But BNB. And people, what a god darn match, people. What a great effing match to open up the show. Winner of this great, awesome, incredible, fantastic match that we did not get last night when it was Bad News Bad taking on hashtag I'm a Dean Ambrose guy. We got it on this Monday Night Raw. About a 40-minute match with the commercials in and out there. Very good match. Won to you by Hill Ziggler. Now, shout out to Spotface, you know, co-host of Perfect Plex Talk Radio each and every single Monday night at 6 p.m. Cheap pop, but it's not. On the BDSIR Networks. He says, hey, give me a Money in the Bank Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania because there's so many guys, you know, trying to get at this coveted title. Let's bring it back to prestige. And right now, for a title that was the workhorse title, I gotta say, I love B&B versus Hill Ziggler. Every time they're in the ring together, to me, it equals magic. However, at the conclusion of this match, hashtag I'm a Dean Ambrose guy comes out. Now, I just gotta say this. For things we've always seen before, you know, taking the belt and trying to get a belt back, this man walked out here like, yo, and what? What you gonna do? I got your title, huh? I'm gonna walk in the ring, be 4 feet away from you, and you still won't do anything. Oh, Ziggler, you're here too? Psst, get off me, homie. And bumps into him and just walks out. You talking about a walking poster board for being a badass? Dean Ambrose is just that. Then the meeting takes place. That's right. You know, the business meeting that I just got finished talking about before I talked about the best match that we've seen on Raw in probably about a year. Yeah, I said it. Don't like it? Listen anyway. Okay. We get the meeting in the back, and guess what, people? Randy comes to his senses. For now. I can't do the people's eyebrows, so I got. Right. So Randy comes to his senses as Steph proposes a tag team match to prove the unity in the authority. So she says later in the night, we're going to have Seth and Randy take on, yes, Roman. Yes, right. If you like how I put that together, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. Yes, Roman. Right. You may not like that, but it's okay because, yes, Roman shall take place in a tag team match. But prior to that agreement, you know, Seth was all very skeptical about what's going on with him. You're going to trust him? You're going to trust him? And, of course, that's what's going to happen. Then we move on into the tag team match, people. Now, when I write my notes and there's matches that are going to happen, sometimes it's a, conclusion that who's going to win the match. A foregone conclusion, if you will, so to speak. So I'm writing down the Ascension versus the return of the primetime players, you know, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. And I just wrote the Ascension. Who would have funked it? Who would have guessed it that the primetime players would be the ones to break the undefeated streak of the Ascension? Now, here's where I have a partial problem with this. Being that I am a huge fan of the Ascension, not like everybody else, I'm not complaining and moaning and crying and complaining about the Ascension. And I don't think that everybody should stay undefeated the way that Rusev have. You can still be dominant in that certain kind of way, especially when you win with a roll-up. You know, I'm sorry, let me go to the wrestling terminology, a schoolboy. Then that's okay. And I accepted that. I just did not think the primetime players would be the ones that would get the win. Because I have to ask you, for who? For what? Why would that happen? Why did the Ascension lose to primetime players? A tag team that the WWE's never had any interest in, past once Abraham Washington left the mouthpiece. No Brokeback. Oh, I know why. It's still Black History Month, people. That's why the primetime players are back together. That is why. Let's find out what's going on with the Ascension. I still like them. I know people want to compare them or try to say they're trying to be like the Warriors. I don't really think so. I just think they're as a young tag team, what else you can do but to appease and piss off the IWC, and that's what they have done. Then Roman Reigns comes out, and listen, people, I just got off Facebook all night, social networking, even first thing before the shows even started, doing Perfect Plex Talk Radio. Roman Reigns, the repackaging of the Samoan Superman has been flawless, people. That's right. You thought Michelle McCool and Layla was in the back? No. He has been flawless, people. People say, oh, he don't have no mic skills. Oh, he can't wrestle in the ring. I'm sorry, people. When it comes to mic skills, it's not about what you are saying. It's about how you are saying it. They've slowed him down. They made his speaking a little bit more methodical. They've taken away the John Cena, if you will, so to speak, believe that kind of crap and storyline taking, and they pushed that away. They're making him now, in my opinion, over the last 3 weeks, a legitimate badass, okay? As far as his ring skills are concerned, guess what? Anybody and everybody, and now let me rephrase that because that's not exactly true. Everybody's not Mr. Perfect. Everybody's not Daniel Bryan. Everybody's not Bret Hart. Everybody's not Shawn Michael. Everybody's not the Cerebral Assassin. Everybody's not Macho Man. Everybody's not Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. However, you do have your mental echelon type of talent. Roman Reigns, you're only as good as who you dance with. Guess what, people? He danced with Daniel Bryan, so of course he looked good, but he also had a strong showing himself. My only concern about the Samoan Superman, and I mean, I'm calling him the Samoan Superman, is he gets a little winded. Superheroes don't get winded, so maybe he could fix that, but hey, we know he wasn't up all night. Hey, Mrs. Knoxxx. All right, you're right. Next story. All right, but then as Roman Reigns comes out and says, you know, I felt and won at the Royal Rumble. I fought and won the number one contenders match to have to prove myself. And right before, as he's saying these things very, Mike Skillish, if you will, out comes Daniel Bryan. And listen, this is where, for all the flack that Vince gets, he always hit that line, I make you cheer and boo for what I want you to cheer and boo for, which lately that has not been the case. However, in 2 instances on this same night, which is Monday Night Raw, that exact thing happened. And here's the first one. Daniel Bryan comes out and sells Roman Reigns. Captain Caveman himself comes out and says, you're not better than me. I don't think you're better than me, but on this night you were. I hope you go on to WrestleMania and kick Brock's ass. I would love to tag with you tonight, and let's go do it. I thought that was big. I know that probably to wrestling fans out there, but this is how, this is wrestling, people. Wrestling is #storyline. Okay, let me rephrase that. #wrestling is storyline. Go back into all your history about how you get a crowd favorite to go over. It didn't work at the Royal Rumble because the crowd was too hostile in Philadelphia, and that's not what we wanted when The Rock couldn't do it. But it kind of helped last night, and a crowd like Tennessee. I'm sorry. I'm supporting, yes, Roman. Okay? Now, after that happens, he's walking away. Excuse me, my name is Paul Heyman. Comes out, and my God, does Heyman come out and continue to try to put him over. I would take you over Stone Cold in 98. I would pick you over The Rock in 99. I would pick you over Triple H in 2000. Yeah, on Perfect Plex Talk Radio. I told y'all Triple H was the number one guy at some point in the company. Okay, he was never the number one guy in the company. But people know that he was great. But, he says, I would take you over any man in the history of wrestling. Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino. But Brock Lesnar is not a man. He is a beast. And then Roman, again, with the mic skills, with Paul Heyman being there, he says, come here, Paul, give me some more motivation. I'm sorry, guys. I'm liking the repackaging of, yes, Roman. Then, after that takes place, we're commercial break. And then, after you get the Samoan Superman, it's only right to bring in the other Samoans, the Usos tag team rematch against Team Technician. That's right, the newly crowned tag team champions of the world. That is Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. And people, you had to know that these two variables was going to take place. I mentioned last night, if you put Natty in a cat suit and you put Naomi and Daisy Dukes, that equals ratings. Well, guess what? Last night, you get all their cleavage out. Equals ratings. You knew it was going to happen just the way it happened when Lita was a part of Team Extreme, that these two women with their respective husbands were going to get involved in this match somehow, and it happened last night. We got the first chance to see it. Get ready, guys. We're going to see a lot from these two tag teams in the weeks to come to WrestleMania. Winners of the match by disqualification, the Usos. The tag team titles do not change hands in a disqualification. The match was good. Just like last night's match at Fastlane's was good. I was impressed. I like these four gentlemen in the ring. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm a fan of tag team wrestling. If you're not, I am. Hey, it's cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, after that, you get the Miz and Mizdow. Miz is talking about how he's done everything and he's won every single title in the WWE. That's kind of crazy, right? That the Miz has that claim to fame that he has won every single title in the WWE. Just let that sit there for a second and marinate. He even won into WrestleMania 27 as the WWE champion. And honestly, that's when I became a Miz fan. I'm not saying let's go Miz. But that entrance at WrestleMania 27, you can hate me now, that was great. So then he says, I'm going to go into the second annual Andre the Giant. And for those who didn't know it was coming back, it's coming back. And then Mizdow continues to say, you know what, Miz, thank you. Now that I'm not your stunt double and I'm your assistant, people think I can be an A-lister in Hollywood. We know the breakup is coming. Let's see it happen. And then Bray Wyatt, the new phenom of the WWE, appears at the end as he's talking to The Undertaker with inside of a casket. Rumor had it all night that The Undertaker was going to be there. I don't know where that rumor came from or who started that rumor, but that didn't happen. No Undertaker last night, but he was speaking to somebody in a casket again, cutting another great Bray Wyatt promo cannot be no bigger, cannot be no better than Bray Wyatt right now. Then Stardust takes on Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger wins because Goldust comes out an early tap out by Stardust. It looks like all signs are pointing to trying to kill the Stardust character. As we know, Goldust is going to retire, and I think I'm completely content with that. I've been a Cody Rhodes fan since day 2. Yeah, not day 1, but day 2, I've been a Cody Rhodes fan. There's nothing Cody has not done great inside the square circle or outside the square circle. I'm looking for something better to happen than what happened in Fastlane, because Lord knows those two brothers wet the bed like they did when they were feet to head when they were kids. Okay, now Cena comes out, and this is what Cena does. He comes out to cheers and boos, but he comes out. He talks his blah, 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 blah. That's John Cena. That's what he does. He says things that none of us want to hear. I'm going to get you. Blah, 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 blah. Never give up. But then Rusev comes out, makes a joke of him. And to me, this is where it gets interesting. This is where I told you how Vince McMahon, like puppets, make you cheer and make you boo. This is America, people. Unless you're Black America, you're going to cheer for something like this. Rusev not only comes out and dogs John Cena, he dogs the country and says John Cena is as weak as America. And boy, you should have saw the look on John's face. Oh, I can call him John. I mean, she calls him. All right, that's kind of funny and no broke back intended. Okay, John Cena, not John, because, that's, it's kind of weird. John Cena, you can talk about me. Don't you talk about my country. So here we go, people. The Rocky 4, Drago versus Rocky, is going to happen at WrestleMania. But just wait. Rusev says, why would I give you a rematch? You don't deserve a rematch, John Cena. Whatever. And he walks away. But we know that match is going to take place at WrestleMania, like I said, for weeks and weeks to come. Well, shout out to Spotface for actually saying that was going to happen. But hey, when you didn't get Kurt Angle, what else you thought you was going to get? You're going to get John Cena and Rusev for the U.S. title, and the fans will cheer John Cena again, because if John Cena can't get USA chance, then no one can against Rusev. Now, the Bellas come out against, the Bellas takes on Paige and Emma, and honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I have no idea who won this match. I closed my eyes for 1 second. I looked up, and there was a kick, and they were walking out of the ring with the title talking about, don't you hit my sister, and bada boom, bada bing, there you have it. Then we was pleased to see Axelmania come out with a t-shirt that says Axelmania, and still protesting that he hasn't lost. Ryback comes out, his former teammate, tag team partner, if you will. They go at it. This portion of Raw was brought to you by No One Gave a... Exactly. Then we were pleased to the tag team match between The Authority, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins, taking on, yes, Roman. That's right, people. The tag team of Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. That's right, Toph. No Sheamus yet. The show still belongs to me. Because that's right, I bet anybody, if that Sheamus and Daniel Bryan match happen, you can become part of the BDSIR Network for 1 week for free. So, that didn't happen last night, but the tag team match did happen. And what happens in this match? What we thought was going to happen, or at least we thought we knew was what was going to happen, but it didn't happen. But we thought it was going to happen because it looked like it was going to happen, because Seth does what Seth does. That's what heels do. I want to win. Smacks in Randy. Tries to go in there and get the 1, 2, 3. Randy gets mad. Everybody thinks Randy Orton's going to go after him. He RKO's Mr. Jamie Noble, which, by the way, that's one of the best RKOs I've ever seen someone take. Shout out to Jamie Noble. Where's the under Nydia? I miss Nydia, by the way. Jamie Noble and Nydia was so perfect together. I just thought it was hillbilly heaven. But, then he picks up Seth Rollins, he walks off, and that's how Raw concludes. Now, my take on Raw was, I actually thought it was pretty good at the top of the show and up into the middle. But that last hour, I don't know. You didn't get no Undertaker. I mean, you got the Bray Wyatt promo. But overall, I got to say this much. I thought Raw would maybe be good to pick up from the lackluster performance that was Fastlane. And it did not. It was good. And again, those who know me, those who follow me on social media, wherever social media is, so Instagram, Twitter, at Mike Knoxxx, again with 3 X's, because I am hardcore. You don't believe me? Just ask that you dated. I just didn't understand this. How could you give me a lackluster Raw off of a lackluster Fastlanes? And I know, I didn't speak about the Triple H or the Sting promo and all that kind of good stuff. That's Sting. And no, I didn't talk about the Bushwhackers going into the Hall of Fame. The Bushwhackers going into the Hell, I might be in the Hall of Fame one day then too. But hey, Coco Beware got there, and Bushwhackers and them kind of in the same category. So hey, there you have it. I'm not knocking the Bushwhackers; they were around when I was a kid, and But hey, there you go. But this Raw, I give things title belts. I'm gonna give it a light heavyweight title, Taka Michinoku title run. I was not impressed with Raw despite the top heavy of the good matches that took place, despite the tag team matches that I love with the Usos and Team Technician taking place. I just wasn't a fan of this Raw. At one point, I fought to stay awake to cut this video for you guys, and that's just what I did. But hey, listen, my time is up. Make sure you go to BDSIRnetwork.com, Perfect Plex Talk Radio each and every single Monday night at 6 p.m. on the BDSIR Radio Networks, and follow us right here on YouTube at Perfect Plex Talk YouTube. Listen, people, don't wake up tomorrow morning saying, I love me some me, and don't love God. That's crazy, y'all. We are now, hence, and forever will be the fastest rising, most successful show on the internet. Why? Because it's my time is now. People, we out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready?